Hi, this is Ennis from Never Stop Trucking. Today we are talking about owner operators finding loads for themselves versus dispatchers finding loads for the owner operators. I had this question. A few guys asked this question. So as a dispatcher, I am naturally leaning towards saying like, hey, if you're an owner operator, you should go with me. But I'm trying to talk about both perspectives here. So if you are a dispatcher and if you're looking for a load for an owner operator and that is your only job, most of the time, then it's easier for you to find a load for the owner operator. If you're an owner operator, slash driver, you're on the road, you're driving. It's illegal to, take your phone and look for a load while you're driving. I know many people do that, but they shouldn't. Not just that it's dangerous, it's also illegal, and the fines are very high for both the driver and the company. And then even after that, it will stay on your record, and you're gonna have trouble finding another job. So looking for a load and driving is not an option. You can look for a load when you're picking up or delivering, or if you're at home before you start up. But it gets harder throughout the week. Maybe the first load should be okay, and then maybe even book the next load. But then what after you leave the home? What after that? Then that could be a problem for you if you're an owner operator looking for a load for yourself. Let's first talk about all these downsides for you if you are an owner operator. So that's one downside. You can't look while you're driving. The second downside is if you are somewhere and you have a problem, dispatcher. It's good to have a dispatcher, not just for loads, but like if you have a breakdown, if you need help with directions, like if you're driving and you can't find a company, then you can call your dispatcher. Dispatcher can help you with that. In a number of other situations when you need help that is not related to booking a load, you might not have a computer in your truck, with internet, so a dispatcher can fill out the packet on your behalf. Dispatcher will. Most of dispatchers offer services for invoices. They can invoice the brokers for you. They can check the brokers' ratings for you. So it adds up. All these services add up. That's what they do. That's what their job is. And they make it easy for you. You're just driving, and that's all they do. And of course, with that, every service costs money. And in my opinion, a fair rate, is anywhere from 5 to 10% of the gross revenue. Some dispatchers charge a flat rate, which is also okay. I never do that, but if it's okay for them, then. So, what are some bad sides of having a dispatcher if you're an owner operator? Well, you have to pay that fee, like we said before. It's something that adds up throughout the year, and it's another expense. Another thing, when you're working with a dispatcher, it depends who you work with, whether they understand your needs, whether they will look for loads that you want, or are they just going to offer you loads that you actually never wanted. So it's different if you're looking yourself on your phone or a tablet or computer as an owner operator, and then you see the situation. You feel different. You have a better understanding of the loads. Maybe you will see something that a dispatcher will not see. Maybe there is a certain load that you don't want to do, and your dispatcher knows that, and they're not going to even to offer that load to you because they know you're not going to take it. But maybe if you're looking at the load board and you see something that usually you would not take, maybe you would take this load because it's a lighter load, it's paying more than usual, or there is nothing else and you just want to go. So when you look at the load board, uh, that's different. Even I've noticed this myself when I was dispatching, and when I was driving myself and looking for loads myself. Like sometimes I would book a load that otherwise, by myself, for myself, that otherwise I would not have accepted from a dispatcher, because I was always thinking there might be something else, there's something better. But when I log in and I see that that's the best load there, then I'd be like, okay, let's just do this one. It's better than nothing. So that's really a pro side when you're looking for yourself for loads. You don't have to answer to anyone. If a dispatcher calls you and offers you a load, you might be busy. You might not be in mood to talk. You can't talk about that load now. You're looking for something, and then sometimes they will call you, and they will ask you for things that you need to send them. You need to pay the dispatcher probably once a week, and then that's another hassle for you. I understand. Then you have to do all that. But if you're doing everything by yourself, then you don't have to mess with any of that. But I think since a dispatcher can help you, with invoicing brokers, factoring, all those other like back office things, then I think it's still better. This outweighs the other problem with that you have to deal with a third person. There's someone else involved in your business now, and that's a dispatcher. But still, that someone else could be a great help to you. So these are the main things in my eyes that would that you have to consider if you want to look for a dispatcher to work with you. Sure, you can always try someone. If you are an owner operator and you don't have your own authority, you're leased to someone, you're tied to that company. You can't work for anyone else. It's a hassle to leave and then switch companies, go to a different company. But if you're working with a dispatcher, you can at least try it. You've been looking for yourself this whole time, and just try it out for 1 week, find someone good and see if that's something that you like. Compare it. Is the cost worth to you at the end of the week? Or maybe you can have a deal with them that they only look for loads for you, like to come back home, like to go out. You like, since you're already at home and you have time, then you can look for a load for yourself, but they can look for a load for you when you go back. Or maybe like sometimes you don't have time, you're busy with these loads, and in certain weeks tell them, hey, next week I'll need you to dispatch you, and then you can do it like that. And then if you don't like those services, you can always switch to someone else, or go back to self-dispatching. So it's not that I would at least try it out and see how that works for you. So you might like it. Thanks for watching. And then at the end, just a word about KeepTrucking. You can see it here on my TV. That's where I keep track of my trucks, my own trucks. And check out the link in description. They give you $150 when you sign up. And they're really great. They just changed their name to Motive. Okay. And check them out. Come back for more. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.